Remembering Leslie Jordan, people involved in the entertainment industry and fans all around the world are mourning the sudden loss of the beloved actor. Hello, everyone. You're watching The Rundown. I'm Robin Winston.
Well.
Jordan's positive personality and trademark Southern charm made him a star on the original Will and Grace. It was one of the first shows ever to center around gay characters. And during the pandemic, his good-natured humor and relatability on social media catapulted him to a new level of fame.
Sort of fell out of the womb into my mother's high heels. There was like, people ask me, when did you come out? Well, you have to have been in.
It was insane watching him go from like a few thousand to like millions and millions and millions. I was like, wow, this guy is amazing.
As his personal assistant and friend for the last 8 years, he's much like his persona. More loving, more caring, and more charming.
A memorial is growing on Cahuenga Boulevard in Hollywood. That's where Jordan died after crashing his BMW into the side of a building Monday. It's unclear what caused the crash. The LA City Council is back to having in-person meetings after taking its meetings remotely last week. But embattled council member Kevin De Leon says he's not attending, at least for now.
What do we want? When do we want it? Now!
Protesters continue to demand the resignation of De Leon, who participated in a racist conversation that was recorded and leaked. De Leon is still defying widespread calls for him to step down and says it will take a recall. He had asked the council president to excuse him from meetings, but that request was denied. Paul Krikorian wrote there is no path forward that includes De Leon's participation and has called for him to resign.
We are going to continue to demand that he resigns, and we will continue to come out en masse like you see behind me, because this is what we are demanding as a community.
The City Council will consider motions to hold a special election to replace Nuri Martinez, which could cost the city more than $7 million. There's a bit of a warming trend heading our way. Meteorologist Belen De Leon has the details in your First Alert forecast.
Well, hi there. The weather turning out to be nice and fall-like for the rest of the week with lots of sunshine on Tuesday. But we have the marine layer returning by the middle of the week. That's going to help lower our temperatures a little bit. Another bump in temperatures comes at the end of the week. That's because we're going to have the return of those Santa Ana winds. So here's the weather setup. We have a storm system that's going to be moving into the Four Corners that will increase onshore flow, that marine layer, for the middle of the week. Then by the second half of the week, we have high pressure moving into the Great Basin. And that's the reason why we're going to see the warmer temperatures, because of that dry sinking air and also because of those offshore winds. So look at the trend. The temperatures for the next few days, they go up and down a few degrees depending on where the wind is blowing, but highs in the mid to upper 70s through Friday, and then warmer over the weekend and through next week with those Santa Ana winds returning and fire danger increasing.
Harvey Weinstein's legal team has laid out their defense in his rape and abuse trial here in Los Angeles. During opening statements Monday, they told the jury, quote, "You'll learn that in Hollywood, sex was a commodity." The one-time film mogul faces 11 charges of rape and abuse of 5 women between 2004 and 2013. Prosecutors promised testimony from the accusers, including Jennifer Siebel Newsom, the wife of Governor Gavin Newsom. The women are expected to testify Weinstein used his role as a powerful Hollywood producer to force himself on others.
The prosecution has to convince the jury that the victims are credible. They may have changed their stories a little bit over time, but basically they're telling the truth.
Weinstein has entered a plea of not guilty to all charges. If convicted, he could face up to 140 years in prison. He's already serving time for a rape conviction in New York. A Russian court has rejected Brittney Griner's appeal and has upheld her 9-year prison sentence for drug possession. The WNBA star was convicted in August after Moscow airport security found vape canisters containing cannabis oil in her luggage. Griner admitted to accidentally packing the vapes, but says that she had no criminal intent. Rather, her defense team says Griner has been prescribed cannabis per pain. The U.S. State Department considers Griner to be wrongfully detained. Analysts say that Griner could push for another appeal in the future. More fallout over anti-Semitic comments made by Ye. Adidas has cut ties with the rapper, formerly known as Kanye West. In a statement, the company said that his comments have been unacceptable, hateful, and dangerous. Gap, Balenciaga, and talent agency CAA have all dropped Ye. The Anti-Defamation League said the rapper's words are having real consequences here in Southern California. The group was referring to photos that surfaced over the weekend, showing several people standing on a 405 freeway overpass with a sign supporting Ye, all while doing the Nazi salute. We reached out to the rapper's representative for comment, but have not heard back. That huge Powerball jackpot is growing larger. No one matched all 6 numbers Monday night, but 165,000 Californians did win some cash, however. Wednesday's jackpot is estimated at $680 million, becoming the 7th largest jackpot in Powerball history. And if you win, don't forget about me, your cousin Robin. I'll help you spend it. An Upland police officer is being honored for saving a 1-year-old after she fell into a swimming pool. So on the 4th of July, 1-year-old Anaya fell into her grandmother's pool. It's believed she was in the water for about 5 minutes before Officer Sarah Nakamura arrived and started CPR.
I just seen her running and she went straight to doing CPR, and that's all I remember is how quickly she acted. If it wasn't for her, she wouldn't be here today.
My son is the same age, so just thinking about saving this child's life, that was a priority.
The Upland City Council presented Officer Nakamura with the Life-Saving Award for her quick response. It was also the first time she and Anaya were able to reunite. Great job. Taylor Swift's new album, Midnights, is breaking all kinds of records since its release on Friday. Swift sat down with Jimmy Fallon on The Tonight Show to talk about her new music and her songwriting process.
But I've found that the more I write, the more I keep writing. I don't know what's been going on, but in the last 6 or 7 years, I've just been constantly making things, and the more things I make, the happier I am. So I'm feeling very overwhelmed by the fans' love for the record. I'm also feeling like very soft and fragile.
She's so talented. In just one day of sales, Swift's 10th studio record became the top-selling album of the year. Congratulations. Marvel's smallest heroes are back for another adventure on the big screen. The trailer for the latest Ant-Man movie shows more action happening on a small scale.
Secret universe beneath ours.
The new Marvel movie is titled Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. It shows the Ant-Man family exploring the quantum realm, which is a microscopic universe. Paul Rudd and Evangeline Lilly are back playing the title characters, along with actors Michael Douglas and Michelle Pfeiffer. It hits theaters on February 17th, 2023. Attention all McRib fans, your favorite guilty pleasure is coming back, but this may be the last hurrah. McDonald's is calling the McRib's return this year a farewell tour. The boneless pork patty dipped in barbecue sauce topped with onions and pickles debuted 40 years ago. On the McDonald's website, the company is encouraging fans to, quote, get one while you can. Talk about a tease. The McRib will be available through November 20th, and after that, well, who knows? We may never see it again. All right, trick-or-treaters will soon be going around the neighborhood asking for candy, but if you want to rake in more treats than you can eat, you may just want to make sure you look the part. Yes, it actually matters. That's because people with certain costumes are likely to fill up their candy bags faster. So according to a new poll by the candy maker Hi Chew, more than half of the survey respondents said trick-or-treaters with creative costumes deserve more candy. Among them, scary or pop culture themed costumes are pretty popular, and those opting for DIY costumes may also collect a lot of candy. Nearly half of the people who participated in the survey said that they were making their own costumes, and we'll just have to wait and see how creative you can be. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4 weekdays from 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with the traffic reports throughout your morning commute. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.